Ladies and gentlemen, the HDB and the private property market has registered a significant slowdown, and this slowdown is confirmed. I think we should all analyze it to take a look whether this is a one-off or it will continue, and the outlook doesn't look very good. Let's just watch on, shall we? So the Singapore property market in both segments have some slowdown, and we're going to do a comprehensive analysis of both markets and let you know. So there is a clear slowdown signal right now in the Singapore property market. Sales volume is down significantly, and the price growth has slowed down quite a lot. The question really is this a one-off or is this a broad-based cycle that's coming? I will give you the answer at the end of the video, but the outlook doesn't look very good. So some fact checking. So the results just announced today confirm that Q4 in 2025 that just passed, there was almost a 20% year-on-year decline, 18.8%. So Q4 2025 versus Q4 2024, we're looking at about 1,185 fewer sales, and that's a comparison of 5,000 to 6,000, and that's quite significant. And the last quarter, we also make an announcement as well. At that point of time, it was an 11%, okay? So from 7,000 over in 2025, third quarter, it actually was a significant decline of 11%. Now it worsened to 18%. Can you see right now? 18 versus 11. There is a acceleration of volume drop. And this is confirming what we heard from Dragon Tan. He actually gave us this signal very far ahead. And then when the numbers came out, he confirmed it now. It further confirms that the sales volume is weakening quite significantly. Now, interestingly, the price at a blended level haven't dropped yet. So it's about 2.9% increase, but it is slowing down quite significantly. So we do think that this is quite an issue that we should take note of. The private property prices has registered a growth for 2025 of 3.4%, but it's the slowest, right? Almost at inflation level, it's slowest since 2020. So I think there is a flow over market problem. So the upgraders from HDB now clearly is weakening, therefore is hitting the mass market condo pricing as well. So I think there is some weakness there. So if you take a look at the sales volume quarter on quarter and track it, you look like a very, very clear trend, right? It started from Q3 2024, it went down, okay? It went down quite a lot from 8,000 plus to 7,000 plus to 6,000 plus now to 5,000 plus. Oh, it's clear as crystal right now that this is a very severe decline in the HDB, and sooner or later it will have a spillover to the other segment as well. So HDB prices was very, very hot for a long time, but now it basically start to taper off. Yes, we do see some price growth at a blended level, but it is coming down. In fact, I think it's basically flat on the resale price index for the last quarter. Why sales volume is important? Everybody says, just look at the price. For sure, I will just look at price. I can sell at that price or something like that. Well, volume of sales transacted is a leading indicator. You see volume as a lead signal of what's going to happen to the price. So it's a leading indicator. And generally, the sales volume will turn first, and then price discovery will be following next. So we do some serious, we are doing some serious investigation. I think there's something serious there going to happen. I'll give you, after this quick announcement, I'm going to give you the problem, okay, that we are seeing as a second wave of problem coming very soon in this year. Let's take a quick break for announcement. So a quick announcement, right? Remember last year around this time, I was able to source for the best Hong Mei Ren oranges for Chinese New Year. This time around, the Hong Mei Ren is coming. We were assured that the quality is as good, as the previous one. These are the prices that you're seeing. Okay, they are premium, not your supermarket type oranges. Those who have tasted know that our oranges are really very good. So trust us, this is the best orange you ever. It melts in your mouth. It's like jelly, and it's sweet, and it really is the best you can ever get. So there are 10 in one boxes, approximately 2.5 kilo. Just WhatsApp this number to place your order. Okay, this number here, 9780682, or you just scan this QR code to place your order. Thank you, and let's get back to the video. So the next problem in a big mega way is there is a wave of resale HDB flat supply coming. That's largely because many flats are hitting their minimum occupation period. And this volume we are looking at is 13,480 in this year. It will double last year's number, and there will be a lot of flats that are going to be put in the market for sale. And as a result, scarcity is over. We finally waited a long time for a time like this where the flats were finished, built 5 years ago. Now they're all coming into the sale market. And this will certainly have an impact on the sale volume and sale price. Now, a quick word on private property market. There was a huge spike in private property prices, but now it's tapering down. Okay, as you can see, it's not crash, but certainly cooling is now confirmed. So a quick snapshot of what happened in Q4 for private property. There is a slight increase in price, but the transaction volume has gone down by 27% quarter on quarter. So, but of course, right, this fall is kind of anticipated in a sense that many people go and travel and things like that. Well, it's not a collapse, but certainly it is a slowdown. So let's just understand that there is a relationship between HDB and private property. So if there's going to be a HDB resale market slowdown, plus the fact that there is a ton of resale flats coming out on sale from the MOP, MOP reaching. So what will happen is that the mass market condo will suddenly get an impact if the sale volume and the prices doesn't do well this year. And as the upgraders from HDB moving to condo start to slow down, then we will see an impact. So I think everything is related. We cannot confirm in detail how big the impact will be, but certainly there will be an impact. I don't think they will automatically lead to a crash. I think it's a market correction. Usually what triggers a massive crash is recession in a big way. I think 997, 2007 global financial crisis, that kind of level of recession would trigger a massive crash, a shock to the market. But now I don't see that kind of impact coming. The market is still doing well. Singapore GDP is doing well. So I think this is not a systemic break or crash, but certainly there will be some weakness in the market, and everybody should take note of that. So a couple of indicators that we keep watching for 2026, if you are tracking your property prices. Number one is your HDB resale volume, and also the cash over valuation. Where is it heading, higher or lower? Interest rate movements. Interest rate is coming down. New launch take up will give you an indicator as well, and if there's any for sale and so on. So all this will give us some indication in this year. So in closing, I think that the volume drop is clear as crystal that weakness is continuing to build up for the HDB segment. So I think this is something that the government is looking forward to. So we should not see the government coming in to intervene in this process. But while the prices haven't crashed yet, but they certainly have stopped, and we should see them potentially softening even more. So the next phase to come, we will know in 1 quarter or two. I think that people who are potentially selling or buying their property in this year should take note of all these trends that are happening. I don't think they will have a spillover to the other parts of the market, especially the stock market. But I think this one certainly will affect almost all of us because a lot of our wealth are all tied into property. So let's see. But I think in the long run, right, the property market should rise in tandem with GDP growth, which fortunately this year that just passed have registered a very decent GDP growth. So let's watch on and see. And I'll see you in a live stream either tonight or tomorrow for the crash buying next lesson. Okay. Thank you, everybody. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you in the live stream. Bye-bye.